Hi everyone, this is Monica here. We're just adding this in before the real episode starts. We just wanted to let everyone know that this is actually going to be our last episode of the year.
We wanted to take this time to just thank all of you for your continued support, for always listening to us. We really, really appreciate it. And we just, are just very grateful to have you guys all.
Yeah, feel free to enjoy our past episodes if you haven't caught up with them yet. We're about I don't even know what episode we're on.
30. This is going to be 39, I think, or 40. Oh my God. I think it's 40.
Yeah, so we have 39 other episodes if you haven't caught up yet to keep you company during this holiday season for your travels. Yeah, feel free to browse, re-listen. Maybe you want to watch the episodes instead of listen to them.
That's
or
true.
Vice versa.
That's very true. Yeah. So we're going to be spending the next few weeks with our family and friends. We hope you guys are going to do exactly the same. And we wish you guys a happy holiday season. Thank you so much again. We'll see you next year. We love you guys.
Yeah. Happy New Year and happy holidays.
Stay OA. Bye.
Best way. Bye-bye. Oh, wait, why are we saying bye? You're going to see us in
Oh, yeah. 2 minutes in a minute.
In a minute.
30 seconds. Enjoy the episode. Yeah.
Roll the intro.
Yes. Enjoy the episode. Bye. Kinda.
Okay.
Happy holidays, OA friends. We hope you had a great Thanksgiving with lots of food and your friends and your family. Welcome back to the OA podcast, where we have lots of opinions, but most of them are pretty average. I'm Anna.
And I'm Mon, or Monica. I never call myself Mon, so it feels really weird for me to say Mon. But people call me Mon. Today's episode is Am I the Asshole? But it's going to be the holiday Christmas edition. And to make this episode even more fun, we invited some very special guests. They're our very good friends, Dave, and you might know him from our previous Am I the Asshole episode.
Wait,
I don't know if it's like reverse. Is it?
Where are you?
Oh
my gosh.
There, you got your name.
You did great.
Oh, that took so much effort. Sorry.
No, you're good. I love it. Yeah, you might know Dave from a previous Am I the Asshole episode.
Thanks for having me back.
Yeah. And making her very special podcast debut, we have our very good friend, Ryleen.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Ryan. My first podcast appearance.
Yay. Okay, thank you both for joining us. We know this time of year is super busy, and we already know from today, it's a challenge. So thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with us today.
Yeah. I just really want to really quick just introduce you guys because, in case people don't know you, everyone here knows Dave. Everyone loves Dave. He's not a stranger to the podcast. He's not a stranger to the podcast world. He's from the Average Nerd Pod. You might have heard of it. You might have been there from the first place. He's also done a little streaming on Twitch. He also does really creative things like screen printing posters. Is that how you call it? Is that how you say it? He hand makes a lot of his own costumes for cons. And honestly, fun fact, he's actually helped me make my logo for my company.
Yay.
So he's one of our most talented and creative friends. So we're very happy to have you here, Dave.
Shout out to Castle Crafted.
Shameless plug.
And next up, we wanted to again introduce Ryleen. This is her first time on our podcast, but she's been one of our best friends for as long as Mon and I have been friends. So it's been a while at this time. We all met during COVID, and we've just been fast friends ever since. She's a hardworking nurse and new mom and wife, and one of our greatest supporters on this podcast. So we love her energy. So we thought we'd just share her with the world at this point. but
you're
also,
welcome.
I mean, like, we talk about you all the time. I feel
Right.
like,
I
you know,
I
we
always
always
hear
have
shout outs.
yeah. So we're just so happy. And, you know, just to share with everybody, like, you know, Bri has, you know, she's a new mom and this is a big thing. Like, she had to try and put her baby to sleep before we came on tonight. And it was a
It worked
challenge.
out.
So we're just super grateful for your time. And we love both of you. We're happy that you guys are both on. So
Yay,
Thanks for having
us.
us.
Thank
So
you.
exciting.
Yeah. So, a thing we typically do here on the OA podcast, we like to share a few things, specifically OA things about ourselves, so that our listeners can get to know us. But a lot of the times when me and Anna do it, sometimes it's a new thing that we learn about each other. So, with the whole topic of being on the holiday Christmas theme, is there something that you're OA about during this time of year? I don't know if anyone wants to go
Dave,
first.
For those that don't know, OA means extra. Yes. Yeah. So if there's anything extra you're about
Overacting.
overacting. Yeah.
Overacting.
So
Overacting.
who wants to share first?
Overacting. Dave, you want to go first?
Oh man.
I could go first. I mean, mine's kind of like anticlimactic.
Let's warm it up, Mon. Warm it up.
Yeah. I'll start from the bottom and then we can work from our way up. An OA thing about myself around this time of year. Right now we're recording around like Thanksgiving, but by the time that this goes up, it'll be like mid-December.
Oh, your shirt's very festive. I just realized.
No,
that.
I have not pulled this out. I don't wear red anymore. I realized.
Red looks good on you, Mon.
Thank you.
Well, any color looks good on you.
This is why we love Ray. I guess it's kind of an anti-OA. I don't know if you can call it an OA thing about myself, but like a lot of people like to decorate and put up Christmas trees, put up all the garlands, put up string lights. I don't really do that. It sounds so anti for this episode, but I feel like it's an OA thing because why wouldn't you decorate and get in the mood? I just don't do it a lot or much. The most we do is just, put up a Christmas tree that's already pre-lit. And we just have to plug it in and put on a few ornaments, and then we're good to go for the holidays.
Nice. Keeping
Who wants
it
to
simple.
go next?
I'll go next just so I get it over with. Well, I feel like that's totally me, Mon. Like, I just put up our pre-lit tree, especially this year. We can't put too many ornaments because my toddler, Penelope, she grabs them all, and I'm like, stop grabbing them. So they're all like 5 feet and above.
Oh, yeah. It's like half naked.
7.5 foot tree. But I'm not a big decorator too. I try. I'm very minimal. But something OA about me, especially when it comes to the holiday season, I feel like I get not obsessed, but I order my gift wrap. I know Anna does this too. I order my gift wrap months earlier, like in the summer. I pick out my ribbons and I
love.
Yeah, I'm just so OA about gift wrapping and like a handwritten tag or something like that. And I love wax seals, so I just do it. That's very extra.
You do. You do.
I find it fun. I've always been like, I think when I was younger, maybe about 10, I used to say I would want to be one of those professional gift wrappers at JCPenney's.
They're so cool.
Macy's.
Or Macy's, wherever they do it. Yeah.
Me too.
That's what I like to do. But yeah, I think that's one OA thing about me. But with decorations, I'm like so minimal. It's just the gift wrapping I'm so extra about. It doesn't even matter what's inside. It could be a banana and I'll go.
Well, presentation is a huge thing. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Because it shows that you put time and care in the gift before even opening it. It adds to the experience. So
I'll go after Rye because mine relates to yours. So I do my whole gift wrap thing, I actually buy the gift wrap after Christmas. It's like a tradition for me to go to Target when everything's 50% off, and then I buy like all this coordinating, like exactly like the ribbon has to coordinate with the paper, it has to be good quality paper and all that kind of stuff. So I really like doing that, and I've done it like year after year. But it's funny because I think I buy so much that I never really go through it. Like I should like not even really buy anymore. Another OA thing about me is I shop super early, and I think that this comes from the fact that Ab and I have tons of god kids. So, it's pretty pricey to like buy everyone gifts and all that kind of stuff. So I try to really like budget it out and just, get it done early. And I actually, before, not too much now, but I used to start like late August. That would be like when I would make my spreadsheet and start marking people off and put my budget and all that stuff. And people think I was crazy, but I don't know. It always worked. And I feel like it just helps you like get in the mood.
I think it's good though too, because then you're not stressing like last minute.
Like everyone else.
Yeah.
But what about like the sales and stuff like around this time? Is that like not?
I just feel like I think these days, like all the Black Friday deals are already out for the most part and all that kind of stuff. I don't go like, because we don't see a lot of people too much since COVID, like my list isn't as big as before, but I'm definitely like done at this point with everyone on my list.
It's not even Thanksgiving yet and you're done.
It's my thing. I just take joy in like, wrapping the gifts and all that kind of stuff. So I'd like to have them done early. So they're all right here. You guys can't see them. But all my gifts are
can
right
we just
here.
like turn the camera a little bit? That's cool.
All
That's
right.
amazing.
Yes. Dave, your turn.
Yeah, earlier while Ryleen was sharing hers, I was kind of looking around because I was like, I feel like I just saw, because I kept the card that you gave with my gift. This is handwritten with the seal and everything, and it was from you, Jorge, and Penelope. I was just like, this is so nice. The writing's so nice, and presentation and everything.
After a while, my hand cramps because I haven't written anything all year. Everything's just typed out.
All of a sudden, you have to do bulk right.
Yeah, I'm like, I gotta do hand, arm, wrist stretches.
But yeah, I guess I'm kind of the same way. And it's been a while since I've participated in a Secret Santa. So, but then back then I used to take a lot of time to like wrap my gift and make the little presents all themed. Like I'd get little extra things aside from like the main big thing to kind of like one time it was I pulled my coworker, and she's a big like zombie survival movie fan, so I made a zombie survival kit for her for her gift.
Yes.
But then like I wrapped it all in like,
love Dave so much.
No. You
but
do
it was
give
all
the
like
best gifts.
zombie apocalypse themed wrapping and with like blood and all that stuff.
Oh,
Like fake
That's
blood.
so cool.
your
But
blood?
not real blood.
That's how people get sick.
And then there's another time my coworker, who's a big wrestling fan, I wrapped his gift and made it look like a wrestling ring.
Oh,
then,
like,
oh
my
like
God.
Yeah.
what's it called?
Like I just had the box and then like the extra
The
like,
poles or what? The
poles
corners.
and the rings
then the
and
rope.
yeah,
That's so creative.
and two wrestling figures
Creative.
like on the top. But yeah, I guess
wonder what
that's
you
something. But
gave
I
him.
haven't done a Secret Santa in a while, so
Is that a
Um,
hint?
Do
Are
it.
you supposed to do
Is that a hint?
We should do it. Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
it'd be
I think
fun.
it's a good idea.
I hope I get
Yeah.
I hope
it.
Dave gets me.
I know.
No.
Do a white
No.
elephant.
Okay.
Well, that's cool. Thank you
really
for
long time,
sharing
yeah.
your very OA things. Man, it makes mine look super anti-OA.
You got to
No,
get
not
into
at
it,
all.
man. Yeah.
I feel like you put a lot of OA into your podcast, into your candle. I mean, that's just a lot if you're
I'm like
going
08
extra
out
with
there.
everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're OA'd out.
I actually also think like right? Like I know like you guys put up decorations, but it's like when there are kids around, you're more likely to like kind of decorate and all that kind of stuff. So
Sure.
I
Yeah.
feel like it'll
You want to
it'll
make the
it'll
experience
happen.
great for them
Yeah.
just as well.
Yeah.
For
I
sure.
mean,
I get
we
it.
have decorations, but I'm like, I'll just do the bare minimum.
So wait,
Yeah, same here.
you guys aren't into like I know Jorge is super into like the Halloween decoration. So you
Mhm.
guys don't go like that much like, into like the Christmas ones. It's more just like Halloween is like the thing for you guys.
I feel like so if you don't know, my husband is Jorge. Used to be on a podcast with the average nerd.
Hi,
And
Jorge.
I'm in his collection room. These are not mine.
Those aren't yours?
What? This is brand new information.
No, it's my husband's. But what was I saying? Sorry.
Sorry.
So he loves Halloween and I love Christmas. It's my favorite
Aw.
holiday. But like I wanted to put up stuff like lights outside, but it's kind of hard with our house. But my brother-in-law offered to do it next year, so I think
yay.
we'll do that. And then because I for my kid, I just feel like she appreciates that now and she gets so excited turning on the Christmas tree. So I'm like, okay, I'll incorporate more.
For
But I
sure.
feel like we're slowly getting more decorations as time goes by. I just don't want to spend so much money on them. But when we
Yeah.
go to Lowe's, I want to buy those those huge 8-foot Mickey and Minnie Christmas
Yeah.
Wait till
decorations to put
after
outside.
Christmas. It'll
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
that's what I like always did. Like I want to say like
Where do you
I
put
have
it?
so much in your
Outside.
garage. Yeah. But like
But I'm
I have
scared
so
someone's
much,
gonna steal them.
not in your neighborhood. I don't think that happens in your
But
neighborhood.
they're hundreds of dollars. I don't know if I want to risk that.
Chain them down.
Yeah, that's true. I could
Yeah,
chain them
but I
down.
think like as time goes on, like I have a shitload of Christmas decorations, like way too much where we don't even use them every year, but it's like just an accumulation of like year
Yeah.
after year, picking up
Mhm.
a little thing here and there. And also it's just like it becomes sentimental, it's
Mhm.
just like
Mhm.
it's really like valuable to you and to your
Mhm.
family and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
you'll get there. You have plenty of time.
I'll work on accumulating more this year.
Yeah, maybe we'll go the day after Christmas. We can go on
Ooh,
a
yeah.
Target run or something.
Let's do it.
All right, you guys. So let's get into, since we have an average nerd here, let's get into the meat and potatoes
Oh
of
gosh.
this episode and get into the. So we each have an "Am I the Asshole" article, at least one. Hopefully we didn't double up. We have some backups, but so basically it's just going to be like what we typically do. We'll each take turns reading one article, and then we'll give our reaction and decide if the person is an asshole. So who wants to go first?
Do you want me to go first? I'll go first.
Yeah.
Sure. Go for
Right.
it.
So I don't
Let's
know
get
if we
this
all
done.
no, I'm like, I wonder if you guys have the same article. So mine is, it's a little long, sorry.
That's
They
Am I
okay.
all
the
are. It's
asshole?
okay.
Yeah.
They got a
That
lot
was a
to
short
say.
one, but it wasn't that exciting. Am I the asshole for refusing to apologize to my husband in writing after I canceled all his family invitations to a Christmas celebration at our house? That's the title.
What?
It's a really long title. There's no commas or anything. Run on
Sounds like
sentence.
drama.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let's go.
So to give some context, I, female 32, have been married to my husband, male 39, for 4 years. I work a full-time job while he does a 3 times a week night shift. We have a 2-year-old and I'm 6 months pregnant. This whole drama started days ago. My husband has a large family, and on every Christmas, they'd gather at his father's house. My father-in-law passed away a year ago, and this year my husband decided, as the man of the house, or the man of the family, to host Christmas at our house. Unbeknownst to me, he sent out invitations for a 5-day Christmas celebration to his entire family, which are about 26 members in total. I found out by accident, and I was too shocked to react. I confronted him on it, and he said I shouldn't be surprised and just to get used to it, because after his father's death, he's now the family's head, and all major family events will be held in our house and in his presence. I freaked out and said, no, this is wrong, and he should have talked to me first before sending out any invitations to his family, knowing I have other commitments like work and taking care of the house and our son. And I think she's pregnant, right? Yeah.
She's
He
pregnant.
said, yeah. He said, we'll manage if I took time off work, but that means more workload later and it'd take away from my maternity leave. I demanded he cancel all the invitations, but he refused, saying, over my dead body. Then he checked out. I ended up sending a mass text to everyone who received an invitation explaining that we will not be hosting Christmas this year. He found out and he went off on me, calling my behavior outrageously appalling, and said that I broke his word to his family and made him look small with no authority. I, in a very strict tone, replied that I did not sign up to host a celebration and accommodate 26 people while pregnant, taking care of a toddler, and working. I do not care if he became the head of family after his father's death, because it means nothing to me. He took
Dang.
and walked out almost crying. He later talked about how I disrespected his father and him with what I said, and demanded a handwritten apology for canceling the event and for being insensitive towards him and undermining his authority in front of his family. But I said no apology from me in any form, and this issue is still up, especially with my mother-in-law giving me a stern talk about how out of line I was for disrespecting my husband's decisions regarding the holiday celebration with his family. Sorry, I'm new to Reddit. What is TLDR?
Too long, don't read. It's basically like if you didn't want to read all of that, that's like the summary at the end.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
So it says TLDR, my husband invited his family without telling me, so I canceled and he wants a formal apology. ETA, to put this out there, he planned on sitting and telling stories of his dad while I handle everything. His family believe that as guests, it's rude to ask them for help.
They're like super old school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
it's
that
like
end
I
of
feel
that
like the guy's
story.
like one of
Wow.
those where the women's only for young children. and
Yeah.
doing housework and
Yeah. And also, why is it a 5-day celebration? I don't that might maybe that's like a cultural thing.
Or I
Maybe.
don't know if people are coming from out of the area,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they're trying to accommodate them, or the husband's trying to accommodate his family members, disregarding his pregnant wife.
I
Yeah.
know. That's just crazy
Wow.
that he didn't talk to her first
Yeah,
before doing this.
yeah, I agree.
There was so
made my
much
blood
about
boil.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was so much about that story that I was just like,
I know, it was so
what do
long.
you mean?
It kept getting worse.
I well, first off, yeah, totally. Well, she's not an asshole for canceling the party. I would have done that.
I agree.
I mean, she's very brave to just face the whole family and it's like, no, we're not having this party. But he's the asshole in this situation. Yeah, and to expect like a handwritten apology. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah. Who has time for that? That's
That's
crazy.
First off, you should be writing the apology.
Mhm.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Anna?
I don't know. I feel like it was kind of handled wrong, kind of both ways. I feel like I admire the husband for in a sense where he wants to take over for his dad. I
Mhm.
understand that. But man, I don't think that's fine. I think that that's a good thing for the family and all that stuff. But to put your wife in a position
Yeah.
to host that many people for that many days while she is pregnant, she's 6 months. How far along is she going to be when Christmas comes? And that's a tough part when you're pregnant. That's your
Mhm.
third trimester and all that kind of stuff. But I kind of feel like they also should have hashed it out before kind of putting it out there.
Just immediately sending out the
yeah, like
or
everyone
taking
knows
back
they're
the invites.
yeah, but I mean, like, they're
not
both
5 days, just one
Mhm.
day.
like I
Yeah.
think like if it was just like a dinner, like
Mhm.
one like Christmas dinner, Christmas luncheon, then okay, like I understand that, and it's admirable that he wants to take over after his dad dies and all that kind of stuff. But like 5 days, good God,
But
that's
honestly,
insane.
what part of that whole thing was take over for his dad? All he did was invite people. If he didn't plan on doing anything for the party,
His wife was gonna do it.
and he was going to
Mhm.
tell stories. Whoop-de-doo.
And then what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't know.
No, I definitely I agree with you too, Anna. I see where the husband is coming from and everything, but yeah, they both could have. I think more so the husband could have gone about it differently. Like if the wife could have just been like, "Well, you're having this party, okay? I'm going over here for Christmas."
I'm going to my
You
family's
do
party.
everything.
Yeah.
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 Good luck, Chuck.
I wonder if his dad did that. Like, do you think
Sounds
that
like
his
that's what they do.
his dad, they hosted that many people and then now he's taking over? Because like, why couldn't his mom help or whatever? Like
Yeah.
she's still.
Yeah.
But regardless, yeah, I think like I mean, to not tell her and all that
Mhm.
kind of stuff. That's
He
he's
said to get used to it. And I'm just
Mhm.
like, you've been married for 4 years. That might be the
Mhm.
last
Yeah.
year married, because
yeah.
you can't say something like that
You can't
to
say
just
that.
get
Yeah.
used to it.
Yeah. And it's
Mhm.
also like a slippery slope. Like, this is Christmas. What about the next Is it every holiday that they host, like head of the
Everything.
family, like type thing? So,
Mhm.
yeah, I think it's good that she like put her foot down and kind of like put a stop to it. But it sounds like it's very serious. Like, it's a big thing for him. Like, it's a lot. I wonder if they'll survive this, to be honest.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
What
But-
level asshole do you think he is?
Ooh.
That's really big, I think. I think that's a pretty
Mhm.
big, like,
Because it's like you can tell from this behavior. I don't know if it's like he's grieving or whatever,
Sure.
but this
That's
behavior
kinda-
is
Yeah.
extreme.
Not, yeah, it's extreme.
Mhm.
Not
I'm
normal.
like it seems like they've been together for a long time to have like a family and
Mhm.
everything, and
Yeah, they have a
it just kind of
2-year-old.
sounds, yeah, like I don't know, this seems like something new to the wife
Mhm.
almost,
Oh, yeah,
as if
yeah.
it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So maybe it
Yeah.
is some sort of weird grieving
Mhm.
thing.
I mean, he suddenly took on this role and feels like, well, this is what my dad would want, and
Mhm.
I'm gonna go through with it no matter what. But that's not the way you do it. I don't think
Yeah.
so.
So does any of us think that she's the asshole? I don't think she
No.
is. I don't think
I
she
don't
is.
think so.
No.
She's pregnant,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
she stood
And
for
I
her.
think
She stood
she's
up for herself and boundaries and
yeah,
everything.
and her family.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's too much for anyone to host
Yeah.
like 26 people for almost a week.
Yeah.
That's
a
too
lot of
much.
time.
Crazy.
And
That's crazy.
if
Good
for all of
God.
us, we can understand as Filipinos, we have large families,
Yeah.
and to be around some of these
If we
people
had
for the
5
holidays.
days of those
Mm.
Filipino parties
Oh
back
my
to back,
God.
I would
We
be
carry
exhausted.
that one tote that
Exhaustion.
you see. What is that one tote online that's been circulating?
Oh,
Not
the,
your
You know,
tita.
yeah.
Ruin your mental health.
Yes. 5 days of titas. Good
It's
God.
not just gonna be
no.
tita. It's gonna be tito. It's gonna
Yeah,
be your
yeah.
mom.
Yeah,
It's gonna
it's a
be.
lot.
Should be
That's
like
a-
the family shirt. Right
Ugh.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should.
That was
All
a good.
right.
That was a good one.
That was a good
Right.
one. That was exciting.
Yay.
Okay.
All right. Who wants to
Okay.
go next?
I want to go next.
Okay.
I also
Go
want to
for
get
it.
mine over with. My article is, am I the asshole for telling my parents to pick between me and my sister for the holidays? Does anyone else have this? Has anyone seen this? Okay.
No, but I think I saw that one.
Yeah, this one's kind of like wild. Okay. Okay. All right. I, 28-year-old male, am currently pretty much estranged from my family. I have a younger sister, 27 female. He names her Tori. When one of my friends started dating Tori, I hated it at first, but I gained a best friend. They got married in 2018, and I was the best man. He is now like my brother, and we are super
Oh.
close. In 2020, Tori left my friend for another guy, reality TV type shit. My parents were incredibly upset, as I was. My sister moved in with the new guy immediately. My parents knew I was pissed, but had to support their daughter. In 2020, Tori's second wedding happened, and I didn't go. Me and my dad had it out over it. My mother tried to play peacekeeper for our family. My parents then started giving me the silent treatment. My parents said that I should just do my own thing that year, 2020, because with me going out a lot, they didn't want me to spread diseases. My exact response was, if you were worried about catching diseases from other people, shouldn't you be more worried? I mean, she's the one that likes to sleep around. Me and my dad got in another fight, especially due to his family mantra, family over everything. Everyone's still here. Okay. So basically, so this is really long, so I'm going to kind of paraphrase this part. So basically, since 2020, this guy has been going to his previous brother-in-law's holidays. So he's not spending holidays with his own family. He's going to his previous brother-in-law's. This year, his mom called and said she wanted to host the holidays. I asked if Tori and her husband would be there. She said, of course, they are family. I said, so was my best friend, but I saw how you treated him and me, so no thank you. Yesterday, my dad called and said my mom is distraught. He wants us to all get along, so I need to do the right thing. I said I would come if my sister isn't invited. He said that he wouldn't do that to family. For those responding and wondering, yes, my sister did cheat. My friend found out over text. She never came clean or admitted it. My friend was willing to forgive and work it out. So basically, he wants to just not spend the holidays with his own family. His parents are basically saying he needs to get over it and accept his sister and her new husband. And is he the asshole for not wanting to make peace and apologizing? They want an apology for him skipping their wedding and skipping the holidays previous.
That's so weird that he's treating it like that, because he wasn't the one that's cheated on. Is just his friend, right?
Yeah.
And that's your sister.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I don't know
Yeah.
family dynamics or anything, if there's
Sure.
more to it, but
Probably
that's your
is.
sister, that's your blood, like,
Yeah. Seems
I
a
don't
little
know.
overly emotionally
Yeah.
Attached to the friend.
attached, where maybe he should focus on himself
That's very
Yeah.
and
very
not
valid.
on your siblings' relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I feel like he feels a certain way about it, which, I mean, I don't blame him for setting his own boundaries, and I
Mhm.
don't think he should be forced to make amends when he's not ready.
Yeah.
And
For
just,
sure.
but I mean, I feel like that's an all his parents are trying to give him an olive branch to keep the peace with the family. I don't know,
Mhm.
but I don't think he's an asshole. Is that a little controversial? I don't know.
I don't think so. I think that, I mean, you're right too. It's just because, yeah, it seems like the family's trying to work
Force
things
it.
out. But yeah, it's
Mhm.
like he
It's
shouldn't
like
be
forced.
forced to.
Mhm.
Like, he should do it when he's ready.
Yeah, and like maybe it's something that the sister and him should have a conversation about first. But I mean, he's a little extreme. I feel like you don't have to go through those lengths to prove. I think he's trying to prove something, but or like make her feel bad, or like make her aware of what she's done. But that's not his place to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's my
Yeah.
opinion on it. I don't
Yeah.
know. That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's not very holidaysy.
I was like, where's the
okay.
Christmas at?
Where's the
The
present?
gathering, Christmas at the house.
Yeah, it's basically just like a Christmas invite. Mon, what do you think?
Yeah, I feel like he's not an asshole, but weirdly attached to the wrong party.
Mhm.
I feel like
A little misguided.
he feels betrayed. It seems like
Yeah,
as if
yeah.
like this was my friend. You cheated on my friend. Maybe he thought of his friend as like also family, and he was hoping to be also treated the same way.
Yeah.
I think you could, if I mean, I don't know. I've never been in that situation before, but he could try and just treat them as two separate people. He can be friends with his friend, and he can be
that's
a
what
brother
most
to his
people-
sister, and never will they intertwine ever again. But you can have both. I just feel like it is a little far-fetched to be cutting
Yeah.
off family ties because
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
friend got cheated on.
Yeah.
You
I
didn't get
think-
cheated on.
Yeah. And he's acting like he did. It seems like he's acting like he's the one that got cheated on, but
right?
I think
Yeah.
it's definitely like it sucks that situation. Like his sister cheated on his friend, his brother-in-law. But I mean, like, I'm not defending her behavior, but shit happens, you know, relationships sometimes don't work out, things don't work out. But I do agree with a dad where it's like, that's still your sister, you know? So
Yeah.
I kind of feel like the loyalty should be there instead. And, you know, it's just like not attending her wedding and not, you know, and missing like several holidays because this has happened. It's like a little much. Like, this is like a little far-fetched, but when, you know, like I always think like life is really short, right? And like people are, you know, you're just being petty. Like you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how many holidays you have left with your parents and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Like it's just like not worth like fighting over, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I don't think he's an asshole, but I just think it's like an extreme response when you're not even the one that got cheated on and it's your sibling. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's for me yeah, he shouldn't feel forced to mend things with the sister, but I feel like for the parents and then the rest of the family's sake,
Yeah.
you should at least put some effort into it because it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, like what you said, Anna, it's like you don't know when how much time you have with your family, and then there might be regrets there later and all that stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. There's lots of beef in Filipino like family parties. You
We're like
ignore each other.
desensitized. Yeah, just ignore each other and
Run-of-the-mill.
just say hi and then hate each other after you leave.
Exactly.
Talk your smack after you leave the house.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, hey, nice to see you.
Yeah.
Just be fake, okay? For the good of the party, be fake. Oh Lord!
All right.
Wow. Oh gosh.
Does
Dave,
someone have a real Christmas one?
or do you want me to go?
Go for it.
Oh.
Dave, do you want to go?
I don't know.
You did say
Rock,
yours
paper,
was like
scissors?
Filipino centric, right? We were just
I
talking
guess
about
so.
Filipino
Ooh, okay.
Filipino families and their parties.
Intrigued.
All right, so I'll go. So, am I the asshole for choosing to go to work on Christmas and New Year's Day? I am 26. I'm a 26-year-old male and live in the Philippines, where Christmas and New Year's are very important family events. If you look at the so this is 1 year ago. If you look at the calendar, December 25th and January 1st both fall on Mondays, and I chose to go to work for the benefit of having the opportunity to receive a triple pay of my daily rate for those days. This is my first time to miss Christmas and New Year's. With that, my overbearing mother is disappointed that according to her, I chose work over family.
Ay, ay, ay.
Bear in mind, I am fortunate enough that I work from home, and she still misses the point. I already provided compromise that I will try to stay up late, and finds it's not good, and she finds it's not good enough. I guess that's what he was trying to say. I don't see anything wrong with working, especially that times are tough and prices are not going down anytime soon. Am I the asshole?
Wow, that's a great
Wow.
one.
No.
No,
Sorry.
get your
I'm just
money. Make your money.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Nice.
And you work from home.
So he's gonna be working from home
He's
in
just gonna
his
be on his
room?
laptop while they're doing
Yeah, while they're doing their
caroling.
gift exchange.
Yeah, while they're playing their
Eating.
games
He can
and
work
seeing
while
your
he's
TV.
eating. Yeah. Or he can eat while he works. Whatever.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know how long his shifts are for work, even though it's like work from home, you know? It's like,
Mhm.
yeah, let him finish his 9 to 5. I don't know how many hours
Yeah.
he's working. If it brings triple pay
Yes.
for part of the day, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of worth it if you're working from
Yeah.
home.
Would do that now.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Well, he's definitely like, I think like as a parent with a child, was he 26 years old? Similar, I have a child, like not a child, but dependent, but similar age. I mean, I think I would be sad if he were like not like, this is weird because he's gonna be there. Like he's probably just gonna be in another room type thing.
Mhm.
So, like, I think that like if Noah like wasn't physically with me on Christmas and all that kind of stuff, I would definitely be sad, but I wouldn't give him a hard time and I would completely understand. Like that's a lot of money to pass up. Like especially if you're in need and stuff like that. I would not give him a hard time. And this is like, he's even there, he's working from home. So it doesn't really, that's a lot, I think, as a parent. Like, come on, man. Like you raised a good kid. Pretty much,
Mhm.
right?
She probably wants his undivided attention.
She wants him
Interesting.
to go.
Yeah.
Can you go get the thing from the market?
Go say hi to your
Clean
Tita,
up.
your Lola.
Yeah, and he's gonna save himself from the titas for the
I
day.
know.
So
Exactly. And
Yeah.
get
Saving
paid.
his mental health.
yeah.
Exactly.
What do you guys think? Like, Mon?
I don't think
Dave?
he's an asshole. I
No,
mean,
he's not.
Yeah.
I know, like, I've heard that it's crazy in the Philippines during Christmas and New Year's. But from what I hear, it's like as soon as Thanksgiving is over, or even like after Halloween is over, they're already like partying and celebrating
Yeah.
up until then. And I mean, what's like a little half day delay in celebrating Christmas? Is like as soon as like it hits midnight, like you're done, you're not gonna celebrate with him anymore. Like at least in my family, sometimes we don't adhere to the actual day
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
we have very odd working schedules. We totally understand. And maybe we do it the day after Christmas. I mean, it's
Mhm.
still family is together. We're celebrating a holiday, and it just might not be on the day that everyone else does it.
It's a
What's
good
the big
point.
deal?
Yeah. That's a
Yeah.
very good point.
Did he say that he's working Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, or Christmas Day and New Year's Eve?
I think Christmas Day and New Year's Day.
Oh yes, Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And New
And New
Year's
Year's
well,
Eve
we
is where all the
celebrate-
partying
yeah.
is.
Exactly.
That's
I
very
mean, like that's what we celebrate most of the time.
Yeah.
I think Christmas
part of
Day
me
is like
is-
where you're chilling at home in your
Yeah.
pajamas.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Might as well make triple pay.
I
Well, that's
know.
just
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I would for sure.
Yeah, same.
So I'm thinking like it's Christmas Day and New Year's Day because they probably work like maybe a call center because it's in the
Mm. I was
Philippines.
thinking
Maybe
that.
a call center
Yeah.
with U.S. hours or something. So then
Mm.
like the day after. Wait, is that?
It would be Christmas Eve for us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
New
yeah.
Year's Eve for us because they're like pretty
Yeah.
much like a day ahead. Yeah.
But I know they do like church and stuff like
Mhm.
in the Philippines.
Midnight mass,
Those
right?
are
Mhm.
very, very important and very long events. So, I mean, I understand that he could be potentially missing mass, midnight mass for working. I don't know. I mean, I feel
Just depends on his hours, I guess. He
Yeah.
might be able to make it.
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
agree, like with Mon, what you're saying is like celebrating on another day. Like, all of us,
Mhm.
like we have like, in-laws and other cousins and family members that you may not see on actual Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, but you all celebrate like around the holidays. Like everyone has like family parties to go to and friend parties and all that kind of stuff. So definitely like you can do it on a different day, but
Mhm.
no, definitely like make your money, man. I mean,
Mhm.
that's a lot. That's great in the
Triple
Philippines.
pay.
Make
Heck
triple
yeah.
pay. That's more than what we make because isn't ours
Yeah.
double pay? If you work on a
I'm like,
holiday,
mine
right?
is time and a half.
Yeah.
Regardless if it's a holiday.
I think so.
I don't know. I've never asked.
You're like, I just get extra.
I'm not gonna.
I don't work holidays.
Yeah, I don't work holidays, so
To each their own.
Mhm.
true.
But
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Good job, Dave.
yeah.
Not the asshole.
Not
Not
the
the
asshole. I feel bad for him.
I
And
do
childbearing
too.
mom.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Move out.
he's not working this year. Who knows?
She'll understand when he starts paying for like certain things, you know, because
Yeah.
he's got the money.
Mhm.
I'll do my article next. The title of this one is "Am I the asshole for buying my wife a Roomba for Christmas?" Okay, this happened last year, but since it still gets brought up during arguments every now and then, I just discovered the subreddit. I decided to check what you guys think. This is like the original poster writing. Me and my wife have 2 children, a 15-year-old and an 11-year-old. My wife is a stay-at-home mom since the birth of our second child. I, 46 male, work full-time and earned a 6-figure salary. My job is highly stressful, requires me to travel a lot, mostly sleep in hotels. I only get to come home to my family on every second weekend on average.
Oh.
Despite working a lot, I'm glad to do it so that my family can live a comfortable life. Last year, I decided to buy my wife a Roomba for Christmas. My wife tends to be the one who vacuums the house, so I presumed that she would like this present as it would free her from this chore. As she unpacked the present, she was heavily offended and did not hesitate to show it, which made the whole situation quite uncomfortable as my parents and other members of the family were also present. She argued that, quote, "this should not be a present directed at her, but at the whole family, as it is the entire family's responsibility to clean up the house. Since I work and I am the sole source of income in the family, and she is a stay-at-home mother, I think it is apparent that she should take on responsibilities such as taking care of the kids and maintaining the house. The gift was intended to somewhat relieve her of this burden. I personally would have loved to have received a gift that would somehow made it possible for me to spend less time working. As cheesy as it sounds, I think that time is one of the most precious gifts, and that a Roomba would have definitely bought her some time for her. Time that she could use to do whatever she pleased instead of vacuuming. Unfortunately, 1 year later, this still often gets brought up during arguments, often coupled with her crying.
Aww.
So, am I the asshole in this situation?
I kind of think so.
I kind
Dave?
I kind of
Yeah,
want to
Dave,
say
please.
that I would say it's kind of an asshole gift, Christmas gift, especially since you're only home like every
Second weekend.
Second
or whatever.
weekend?
Mhm.
Yeah.
If you're making 6 figures, go hire a maid or something to
Mhm.
free
Yeah.
up time for your wife. I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking. And yeah, like I feel like a gift, a Roomba is more so like you just buy it as like a
Not as a gift.
Like for
Not as a
everybody.
gift.
Yeah, yeah.
Like-
It's like an appliance, right? Like an
Yeah.
appliance that you buy
buy
for
it
the house.
because everyone needs it.
yeah.
Like when you go to Target, oh, let's just get this.
This is cool. This is
Especially if you're
awesome.
making 6 figures.
Yeah.
So I don't
He
know.
sounds like he's like making enough for them to be comfortable.
I feel
But
like
at the same time, I wouldn't mind a Roomba.
You know what I'm saying? You know
Send
how
it
much
to
those
me.
things are?
first
Yeah.
off, they're not
600
that
bucks.
good. They're not that
Are
good.
they not? I don't have
Yeah.
one. So
No. Okay, for those listeners that don't know, like it's a robot vacuum, right? Like
Mhm.
so it's basically like a vacuum that you just let go and it just
Yeah.
vacuums the house. Our Roomba sucked. We got one
Mhm.
during COVID and
Mhm.
it didn't work very well. But besides
Yeah.
that, yeah, I 100% agree with Dave that it's something that you buy like a microwave or whatever, you know, like something like a blender or whatever. And I think that if you're only seeing your wife every few weeks, it's like, get her something like romantic or something that the two of you could enjoy together instead of like something, I don't know. It's just like, I guess I see his intent, but it also seems very like chauvinistic. Like, I make money, you clean house, you know, like type thing.
Free up time to take care of the kids.
Yeah, exactly. But
so
it's
you
just
can
like,
take care of the
like,
kids.
yeah, like for me, it's like, as Rai said earlier, like what level? It's like a low key asshole to me. Like,
we also have, it's not a Roomba, but it's something similar, and I'm like, we find ourselves still like cleaning after using it. It's like,
is it like it's just not cleaning enough?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just,
so what's the point?
yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
I know there's newer
like,
models
it takes
now.
pictures. Doesn't it take pictures of people? Like someone.
Oh, it does?
That sounds
Didn't
terrifying.
There's something
Yeah.
I saw something where like a robot, a vacuum, like took photos of like something. I don't know. If you know what I'm talking about,
Let
comment
us
below.
know. That's crazy. If there is, that's
But-
terrifying. Who knows what
Yeah,
pictures
I
they
think
be taking?
that's why I wasn't trying to have one because
Yeah.
that's what I heard. But that's terrifying.
It also misses things. That's the thing, right, Dave? Like, it's
Yeah.
like going one direction, you see the dirt, and it goes the other way.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, no.
go back. Like, you're missing the dirt. Like, I
Yeah,
don't
because it's
know. It
basically
was-
like Pong. It just basically like it goes straight until it
Oh.
like hits some like a point, and then it'll go a different direction. So it's not.
Oh.
It's kind of like it's moving in the room randomly based
I
on
thought
if it's running
after
into.
you map it, because you tell
Yeah.
it like what areas to clean, it takes that area and covers it. Yeah, not like literally, but like
Yeah,
as much ping pong it can get.
as it does. Yeah.
But I guess depending on how big your
But there are still.
floor area is, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, and you have to like let it go for like a real. I feel like, of course, if you let it go for hella long, it'll catch most of the stuff. But
Mhm.
I don't know. I'd prefer to just vacuum myself. I think
Right.
Jorge would prefer to just vacuum it himself. But
He would.
yeah, besides the point, we're getting sidetracked.
No. So that actually brings up a good point. So we've talked about this before. Av and Jorge like to clean, and we actually have had conversations about like the new Dysons coming out or cleaning supplies. You know, people who actually enjoy cleaning.
Yeah,
Now, if this was reversed, and we're not saying like
Oh,
anyone's like working
that's
from
very
home.
true. That's
If
really
you
true.
give a gift like, let's say, a Dyson instead of a Roomba, because apparently they suck. But if you give someone like Av or Jorge
That's very true, Mon.
a brand new fancy Dyson,
Yeah,
now that's something that they still have to do. They still have to clean it themselves. But
Yeah.
if they enjoy the cleaning, is that a different
that's a
conversation? I
great
guess.
question. That's a great question.
You know,
I think Ab would be thrilled, to be honest.
Jorge
Like,
would be thrilled.
yeah, but they're
it's
so
nice.
expensive. They're very,
Mhm.
very nice. He would be thrilled. I think it has a lot to do. I don't know. Like,
but
I
it's
was
for the
gonna say,
house. You
It's
know,
for the
not-
house. Yeah, I don't think I
But
would
it
ever
brings
like.
them joy.
It brings them joy.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
the fact that I think one of the big factors is the mentioning he only goes home every so often.
yeah.
Mhm. I mean,
Yeah.
yes, that's a very big thing in that whole conversation is that he's not present. So maybe he doesn't know his wife well enough to know what to give her other than
Which is
something
sad.
that would free up time for her. And sure, yes, I agree. Time is a very good currency in life. Like whether you want to do it to relax or do something else, something more enjoyable, but he should know what his wife would want.
Yeah.
And he
Maybe
has
a
the money to give it to
vacation
her.
for
Yeah,
everybody,
and
the whole
yeah.
family.
And I think like by
Yeah.
him, it's like you get the impression that he only sees them every 2 weeks. We,
Mhm.
For those that have kids, it's hard, right? She's a stay-at-home mom. They have two very young children. She's probably just like cooking, cleaning, like, taking care of them like 24/7. And then your husband gifts you a vacuum. It's like, it's just not the appropriate situation, I think, for him to do that. Like, he should have gotten her like jewelry or a handbag or something like that.
Yeah.
Or
He's
you know,
just
Probably
something.
doesn't feel valued.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't seem too thoughtful. His
Yeah.
intent, I feel like his intention might not be the worst, but he kind of missed with this one.
So I was discussing this with Jay before I hopped on here. Like, I was trying to get his opinion, but we talked about how it depends on the person. Yeah, if you know the person, it seems like the guy is very practical in his gift giving. So it's not, maybe he's not the type to waste, and I'm using waste because, you know, people value different things. He didn't want to spend it on something that wouldn't bring value to their life, to their family, or whatever. And maybe he thought, yes, something as useful as a Roomba, which apparently it's not, that it would bring her joy. But instead of being offended, because, you know, I would say that myself, I'm more of a practical person when receiving gifts. Me and Jay have this problem every year that it's like, what do you want? I don't know. I'm not really looking into anything. Sure, I like certain pieces of jewelry or bags or clothes or technology, but it's like, you know, I don't really need it. I don't really know if I want it as much as I say I do. But he wouldn't buy it for me because I might end up being more upset that, like, you spent $800 on this when you know we need something for the house. I would rather spend it on something for the house, which would not necessarily be for me, but for us, for our household. So if it was in our situation, if I subbed Roomba for a Dyson or like a new dishwasher, I would be overjoyed. So it all depends on, like, if your partner knows what your other partner wants, you know?
Yeah. It's a situational thing, I think. I think just the fact that he's never home, they probably don't get to spend much time together. There's probably like more valuable things to her that he could have gifted her. But I mean, like, totally, like, when you flip it that way, like, yeah, a Dyson would be a great gift. Like, you know, we'd all be happy with that. But it's just like, you know, she probably wants time with her husband, I would think. You know, I mean, I would if I was in that situation.
Maybe not after this conversation.
I know. It's still coming up like a year later, right?
Yeah.
Accompanied with tears.
Oh,
Sounds like
yeah.
sounds like she needs to be vocal about what she actually would like instead of like him having to guess. Because I don't know. I just feel like, sorry, Dave. Some men just don't. They just don't like get it. They need to be told,
right?
Yeah, completely oblivious.
That's fair.
You're not one of those, though. You're very
no,
thoughtful.
he's not. Yeah, yeah.
No, he's not. He's a rare gem.
Yeah.
But
yeah, the original poster, the guy, he did add like a few edits at the end of his article. He says, I should also add that I would never have gifted my wife a vacuum cleaner or anything along those lines. I saw the Roomba as a robot that would fully take over this task, which is why I thought it was a good idea. I asked her numerous times before Christmas last year what she would have liked to receive, and she repeatedly told me she does not want anything.
That's a trap.
I was left to guess and chose the most practical gift that I was certain she could be able to make use of. So the guy's just a terrible gift giver, not considerate, more practical, but not like really considerate of his wife, I guess. So he did ask, I guess, to be fair. But yes, that is a trap.
Yeah, I think Ab and I have been married for a really long time, and I feel like there are things that he has not like gifted or maybe tried to do in the beginning where it was just like kind of fell flat, and it was just like, but you told me this, you know. And it's just like, now I feel like he knows better. Like he knows when it's just like, you know, I maybe don't, I mean, it's not like you need to be married to like a mind reader or whatever, but I mean, I feel like guys should know better, you know, like maybe she was just saying, I don't know. I know
there's
that's
that
dumb
saying,
to
right?
say.
To be loved is to be known, and it's like to know. You don't have to say that like your favorite color is this because you
Mhm.
have so many things that are in that color, and they buy you something because they know you love that color, or like they know that you like this flower because you get it every year or whatever. So they get you those flowers, and it's just like the
You
fact
know,
that they would do it without being told,
yeah.
I guess makes it so much more. But I'm also a very bad gift giver. Like sometimes I need to be told too. What do you want? What do you want from me?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to waste my money. Tell me what you want.
Yeah, yeah.
You
It's
know
just
what? We could
easier
return it.
sometimes. Yeah,
It is, yeah.
definitely just easier sometimes. So,
Yeah.
oh, I think he has a lot to learn. I feel like it's like a little bit of a rookie move.
I want to know what you
Sorry.
got her this year.
I know.
Oof.
Definitely.
Not a
Definitely.
Roomba.
That's a good one,
Not a
Vaughn.
Roomba. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do we think he's an asshole?
I think he gets low key asshole for that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, for
I
that.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he's an asshole for getting a Roomba, but I feel like he should have gotten her something else.
Yeah.
More
I don't
thoughtful.
know.
Especially the way she reacted in front of family. I just feel
Yeah.
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 I would have
Yeah.
been like, oh
Sad.
fuck, I'm an asshole.
Yeah. I would have been like, oh, just kidding. I have something else for you later.
You just
Read
wait.
the
She's in the
room.
mail.
Yeah.
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 Read the
And
room.
like the fact that he kind of like continues to justify it, right? He's like
Yeah.
defending himself,
Yeah.
where I feel like, I feel like with me personally, like Ab's like really good at that stuff where he's just like, fuck, I messed up. Sorry. Like, that type
Yeah.
of thing. I feel like it kind of like, oh, we've been together for a really long time. So
Yeah. And some of these people in the comments are just like wild. Most of them have claimed that the guy is an asshole. There is one that said he is not an asshole. And he says no one ever complains when a woman buys a man a drill or a wrench set for fixing stuff around the house. She's an adult. These are adult gifts. It should definitely be coupled with something personal, though. And it sounds like it was. She's
There you
being
go.
a child. My wife would be overcome with joy if I eliminated the chore of floor cleaning from our household.
doesn't work that well.
He doesn't eliminate it.
It's like, oh, I got you a Roomba because we're not going to be home. We're taking you on a vacation.
That would have been good. Like, yeah.
That should have been the follow up after like seeing her
Yeah.
reaction.
Yeah. We're going on a vacation.
Good job, everybody.
Oh, gosh.
Yay.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
that
Okay.
about wraps up this gift of an episode because like wrap up
Nice,
gift giving. Okay, thank you for humoring me. We truly hope that everyone who's listening and or watching enjoyed this one as much as we did. Thank you again to our very special guests, Dave and Rye, for joining us and laughing with us. We love you guys. We hope to have you back for another episode if you're willing.
Yeah.
Maybe
for
for
sure.
another thing, maybe not Am I the Asshole? These are always fun, but we're always thinking of different topics to talk about.
Scary stuff.
Oh yeah.
No. I will not
Thank you,
participate.
Ryleen. Thank you.
True crime. True crime.
True
Crime. True crime I can do.
Yeah.
Scary kind.
Yes.
Thank
Definitely.
you.
Paranormal stuff like that. Or alien. No. But I can
right,
do
you-
true crime.
Yeah, you love true crime.
I do.
Yes. All right, you guys. So let us know what you think about this episode. Let us know, do you think a Roomba is an appropriate gift? Do you think it's okay to skip Christmas to get triple your pay? Send us an OA text message or leave us a DM or, send us an emoji on our Instagram or Threads. We'd love to hear from you.
Is there a Roomba emoji?
A vacuum.
There's a
emoji.
regular vacuum.
Marty.
Cleaning lady.
Dang. Well, speaking of OA text messages, I just want to go over a quick message from our resident commenter and listener, JJ.
Happy holidays, JJ.
Hi, JJ. We actually,
him?
these are like a few
Yes.
episodes way back because we like pre-recorded a whole bunch of stuff. He's talking about that episode about Am I the Asshole and Dear Abby episode. He basically says, Fed Up in the West, which is one of the submitters, certainly seems to be an asshole to me. Y'all's comments as well as Abby's responses were all on point. For the meat and cheese eater, I'd say the kid is the asshole. But I'm also curious about what type of sandwich she would be fed. A PB&J or a leftover turkey sandwich.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah. For not feeling thankful, that's unfortunate that her sister is putting the extra pressure on her regarding the preparation of the turkey. That kind of sounds like the husband putting the pressure on his pregnant wife for the Christmas 5-day extravaganza. Maybe she should be passive aggressive and email her sister on how to make a Thanksgiving turkey, telling your wife to stay home on Thanksgiving. Maybe he should skip Thanksgiving and start prepping for a divorce. You know, it sounds like a lot of the stuff from the Thanksgiving episode is very reflective of the ones for this holiday episode.
Yes, for sure.
But that just goes to show these holidays.
It's all the same.
It's all the same. Plenty to talk about, though.
Yeah. Thanks,
Anyways,
JJ.
thank you, JJ. Thank you for listening. Thank you for commenting.
All right. Don't forget to follow, rate, and subscribe to our podcast. We're on IG, Threads, YouTube. Let us know what you'd like to see more of from us. And don't forget to, again, like and subscribe on YouTube. It helps our algorithm.
But until next time, friends.
Stay OA.
In the best way.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays.
We love you guys. Stay
Happy
safe out there.
Hanukkah,
Happy Hanukkah.
Kwanzaa.
Happy
Kwanzaa.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.